Here at Tera Lawlar, week 2 of the volleyball season, you have the Highland Invitational in Pocatello, Idaho. If anyone's wondering or confused, no, it's not in Salt Lake. It is in Pocatello. You play 3 games. Are these going to be 2 sets or best of 3? Do you know yet?
At this time, I just saw the pool that we're in, but I don't know any of the tournament specific.
We know it's not going to be split sets is what we do know on Saturday when we'll be able to cover it. After your first week of 6 games, you finished 4-2. The 2 losses were not the prettiest. Some of the wins weren't the prettiest, but that's why you have these early season tournaments, is to get them out of the way, see a bunch of people, find out where you need to grow. So what is the focus in this week's practice?
The focus, we did learn a lot. The 2 losses, we obviously learned a ton from our losses. And to lose that first match to Gillette, they're a great team. They're solid. They're disciplined. And yet we still hung. We won that first set. And it was more communication and just not knowing whose ball it was all the time. And so we will work on making sure we identify when those kind of balls come over, who takes it, what position comes over. The Rich loss, we missed too many serves. I was telling you early on Saturday morning, we only missed 6 serves the whole entire day from the day before. And I think we missed 6 or 7 or even possibly 8 in that match alone. So we just made careless mistakes. So when you're playing a team that strong and solid, you can't do that. And so we'll do more game-like, stress-like situations. It's game point, or we just had a timeout. The other team called a timeout. Now get your ball over and in. In terms of skill, our last game against Lyman, our net play was the best we had seen in the 6 matches. So we're happy to see that as we continue to play, our net play became more aggressive and probably more assertive. Our players just appeared bigger. They were calling out their hitters. They were identifying the sets. They understood the opponent's offense, and that's something that we expect and we want to happen, but we hadn't seen it all on Friday and just a little bit in game 1 and 2 on Saturday. But by the 3rd match, they were doing that. So we're going to focus on continuing doing that. Obviously, our passing was great in that 2nd match on Saturday, and then it dipped a little bit to Lyman. So, again, still passing and serving will be what we focus on, and identifying whose ball it is any and all times.
I think Caitlin had 3 serves, and they were all airs. And then she had 5 aces in a serving stint against Lyman. I know you were talking about the shorter gym can change your approach. So is that something you didn't worry about too much going in because so many players were struggling serving and then they didn't against Lyman on the regular gym court?
Exactly. That's a great point. In the second gym, the larger gym, they only have probably about 5 feet to actually, if that, from the people where they sit to the court. And so Caitlin with jump serving, she doesn't have room for an approach. After 3 misses, we told her, okay, that's not going to happen. You have to stay down, and she didn't miss another serve in that gym. With Alyssa missing a few, I think she has the same issue. She takes a long she loads off to serve to get that power. And in that 3rd gym, the auxiliary gym, that's not an issue. So, but still we need to be smart. If we know we don't have enough room, we have to make adjustments, and there's no excuses for missing a serve. It's a free throw. We should practice it all the time. We should practice more on the curtain side as opposed to handing that off to the JV side. We should practice and make sure we don't foot fault. And just be more cognizant of those kind of issues, because no, we won't have that at regionals or state, fortunately, but it's just good strategy and to be smart volleyball players. You can't give away points like that.
Coach Tera Lawlar, thanks so much.
Thank you.